Welcome into Mornings on Main Street. It is a beautiful day in Middle Tennessee. What an absolutely gorgeous day here in Middle Tennessee as you take a look at Broadway and Fifth Avenue, downtown Nashville. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here on this Wednesday edition of Mornings on Main Street. We have got a great show lined up for you. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Man, I'll tell you, after yesterday, it's so crazy to see it like it never happened.
Right.
Like
you mean how awful it was yesterday, all day, every single second of the day?
Every single second of the day, all the way through like 12 midnight last night. It was I woke up to a sonic boom. Like, I mean, it was nuts all night long. Wake up and it's like, hey, let's just pretend it didn't happen. What do you say?
Exactly. It's like it sounded like to me outside when in the movies, whenever like a telephone pole goes down and the wires are just like flowing everywhere, making that spark, that noise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which I know lightning is similar to that, but it just like was constant, man. It was insane.
It was a rough night, but we made it through. It's not going to rain again until the weekend, so we've got all week long to look forward to beautiful weather, although it is going to get a little bit cooler, so there's that.
Hey, our maroon guy made it back too.
He hasn't moved.
Yeah, that's he hunkered down forever.
I really feel like, I don't know, I guess maybe that person gets here at like, 6 a.m.
They're like working really hard right now. We don't care.
And they leave they leave at noon and we just never know it.
Look, this truck is like, what are these amateurs? Like, this whole space is my space, so I'm just going to take up every lane.
Cisco.
He's going to block in the caddy.
Do you know Cisco?
The brand, yeah.
Not the brand. The singer.
Cusco from
Cisco. Sisqo. Cisco.
No, what's he singing? We singing right now? Sing it.
Oh, I cannot sing. No. Just look it up. Look up his most famous song, and yeah, we won't talk about it on the. I thought you might have been a Cisco fan.
No, I am.
He was in. He was featured in the Wild Wild West song from the movie with Will Smith.
Oh.
And he's like, and Will Smith in the song. Will Smith's like Cisco.
Honestly, now that you say that. Sounds familiar, but that may just because I've heard Cisco in other places. It's pretty common for name, I guess.
I don't know. I'm just telling you, just look up his most famous song and you'll be like, oh, that guy.
My reference though, Cusco from Emperor's New Groove.
Oh crap. No, I didn't catch that. I haven't seen that movie in years, so didn't think about it, but I love it. Like all I can think of is him as a llama just walking out like strutting his stuff like he's the thing and he got nothing on.
The funny thing about that, like how you're saying that you didn't thought about that movie in years. Real quick funny story. I was playing golf with Michael Camp. Talked to him before, and he like hooked a ball. Like most golf courses are on like in neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So he hooked a ball, and
here they are, not where I'm from. Yeah, we have land where I live.
What's that? No. So yeah, he like went into these people's yard, and they were having a full blown picnic. Like, like it was like, everybody clear your schedule. Today we're going outside. And so we were about to leave the tee box. It's like, Michael, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to say to them when you get over there? And he goes, I don't know, probably bake them a cake or something. Dude, so best movie line drop I've ever heard in my life.
Bake them a cake or something. That's good. That is really good.
It was just right off the top. I was like, that was impressive.
Hey, speaking of golf, I have to ask you this question. Okay, so have you seen this Scott Stallings thing?
Yes, I did. About the Masters?
Yes. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, Scott Stallings is a journeyman golfer who was expecting an invitation to play at the Masters.
I think he played at UTC, I think.
Did he really? That's interesting. He and his wife, Jenny, were expecting him to get an invitation in the mail to to invite him to play in this year's Masters tournament at Augusta in Georgia.
Which is a pretty
Well,
big deal.
that's a pretty big deal. So, like, he's checking his mail every day and it's just not coming. It's not coming. It's not coming. Well, one day he checks his Instagram messages and he's got a message from a random person named Scott Stallings, who also has a wife named Jennifer. And apparently, random Scott Stallings also received an invitation in the mail. He thought, I entered the lottery every year. I get tickets. I thought maybe this is my year. Maybe this is my year. I got tickets to the Masters. Well, turns out, no, you didn't get tickets to the Masters. You got invited to play the Masters. But he was smart enough to realize that, well, it wasn't meant for him. So he emails or messages Scott Stallings, the professional golfer, and it is now the Golf Monthly just put out a story that says
let's see if I can show
Scott will be
here's the
this is the message. I'm sure this is not for me, but I play, but wow, nowhere near your level. It's a very nice package, complete with everything needed to attend. I think we have some confusion because of our names, our wives' names, and geographical location. They do live very close to one another. So I just thought this is really, really funny.
You know what this is? This is a classic. This town isn't big enough for the both of us type deal.
It really kind of is.
Like in a very legitimate way.
So Scott Stallings at Stallings Golf, according to Dan Rappaport, will be hosting the other Scott Stallings at a Masters practice round.
Oh, that's cool. Lucky.
So here's how it happens. The invitation was sent to a now defunct management company who managed Scott Stallings. But the other Scott Stallings owns a condo adjacent to the building where the management company was. So the mail person was like, "Oh, I know Scott. I deliver Scott's mail all the time. Let me just put it in his mailbox."
Wow. I would think that the Masters invitation would be delivered by personal plane.
A courier or something. Yeah, like a pigeon.
Plane.
One would think that, right? So this is nuts. But my question to you is, as a golfer,
right?
What
I've done.
Are you just gonna show up and hit a couple balls until they realize you're not who they think you are?
I would have the invitation in hand, and I would show up to play.
You're talking I've got my visor on, I've got my golf towel.
Exactly.
I've been to the PGA store and I've gotten me a brand new ball bag. I'm good to go.
That are on the house for the players. For that kind of merch.
You don't go to the PGA store and pull out your PGA card. No, you go, look, I got an invitation to the Masters and I need to get fitted.
Why has no one seen me yet?
This is going to be the greatest day ever.
No, legitimately though. So when I read this story, I did put myself in that position. I was like, what would I do if I was old Scott? And I don't think that I can relate to it at all because, and you probably can't either, because of the names. There's no Justin Coolidge. I would never think in my mind that there was another one or another same verbatim. You know what I mean? Scott Stallings, I guess I could see that.
Right? Yeah. Scott Stallings does seem like a more common name than either of ours.
Exactly. Yeah. You wouldn't see that. So you would probably think it's real too.
Well,
you'd probably call me and be like, I'm not coming to this.
So I do follow another Christopher Yao on Twitter. His Christopher _Yao.
Did he follow you back?
Yeah, we follow one another.
Remember my whole long lost cousin, and where's she from? She never followed
Dothan.
Never followed me back.
I also have a Twitter that I cannot get into because I have no idea what the password is, but I need you to see the profile picture for this thing.
Yeah. Hold on, please let me take that full screen.
This is 2011, man. Had that beard since 2011.
Bicep in there. Hey.
let's be honest here. Let's see here. What's happening? A complete failure by Dean Colonists and the Vipers is all.
Is this on your Twitter?
This is on my Twitter. Yeah. I mean,
What year
just
was it?
thinks purple turf in Tiger Stadium would be cool.
Wait,
I mean,
how old are you?
this is 2011. So, 11 years ago, I guess 25-ish.
Anything past 5 years ago was like we might as well have been toddlers.
And apparently, blogspot.com. Do you remember blogspot.com?
So I never really got blogs until I still don't really understand blogs, but it's like you're tweeting, right? Just a lot.
Well, so this is like WordPress before WordPress. Like anybody could make a blogspot like blog, right?
Yeah.
So I have afloverthewall.blogspot.com is in the Twitter bio. I just clicked it and it's still there.
Hey.
Like, first of all, Blogspot, you probably should clear your servers.
Yeah. They're like, we have 1 million clients still, I promise. Look, here's one now.
I mean, I have this great. That's exactly what they're like. Look at all these users we have, and I haven't seen it. I haven't been to this thing in years, but it's. I wrote news articles about arena football on there.
Yeah,
that's
the goal. That wasn't sarcastic either. I mean, that sounds like the dream job.
It was interesting. My bio for 11 years, Chris Yao held season tickets to the arena football team in Birmingham before those teams left Alabama, and blah 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 blah.
Oh, you Wikipedia'd yourself a little bit.
I basically.
And he was actually a really strong man as well.
I'm waiting on life to come to me and stop chasing things I can't control. Boy, I was so deep.
So free-spirited.
Yeah. So yeah, there's plenty of just don't Google me, I guess. That's weird. There are several Chris Yaos out here though. Chris Yao 0606 hasn't tweeted since 2017.
He's busy guy.
I wonder what happened to these people.
You outlasted them, man.
Oh man. Christopher Yao 5 out of West Carrollton City, Ohio, is a class of 2023 wide receiver and runs track and field. And he has one tweet from this October, from last October. He has a senior year highlights.
Oh, wow. What a flex.
I kind of want to watch his highlights and be like, that's my cousin.
No, yeah, literally just like show up, number one fan.
Yes, and go to a game and just that would be so good. Just go to a game and be like, "Hey, what's up, brother?"
I always thought it would be so funny if like it was like a skit of going to people you're friends with on Facebook or follow on Twitter and acting like y'all are super close, just like seeing them in public.
That's so
like, what's
good.
up, man? How are the kids?
How's your mom and them?
Yeah.
Your mom died. Oh, oops.
Oh, you didn't say it on Facebook.
See, what happened was I forgot.
No, really
anyway,
they're calling the cops.
Scott Stallings, great story. Glad he's going to get to go to the Masters.
No, for sure. I love how that he like humanized himself and put that tweet out and was like, I was actually checking the mailbox 5 times a day.
and I would be too if I was waiting on an invitation to go play the Masters. Like I don't even play golf, but like, boy, could you imagine me out there? Because I don't play. I'd have to go to Goodwill and get some clubs. And walk out there with actual wooden clubs.
Or just like with none at all and be like, wait, y'all have them here? No, here? Okay.
No club. Oh, I thought you guys provided them. It's kind of like Happy Gilmore.
Exactly. You haven't given me one yet.
You guys haven't given me it. So you have to go get.
And I'd just be bumbling around. You'd be like, hey, want to be my caddy? I'm like, oh, sure. Then you'd win.
Oh, and then I win. Yes. Wouldn't that be something? Beginner's luck.
Dude, if I was legit, okay, so I know that's a term and that's a thing, but if I was a professional athlete and I lost to someone that was not a professional athlete and they said that to me, like that was the reason, I would get so upset.
Could you imagine? Oh gosh.
So I would be way more upset at them than previously before they talked.
that is definitely something right there. Oh man. Well, thank you guys for for bearing with us. That was interesting. I didn't expect that to kind of snowball into me finding a Twitter from 2011 that I forgot existed.
No, everybody's glad that happened. I have I'll someday archive my
I'm gonna
my
I need to recreate that
what
that
what
profile photo though. It was
dude, that would crack me. If I just like looked on Twitter later on, like you in your living room.
oh man.
No, I
I
did
was a
the
selfie king back then.
I mean, you can't rock your own selfie. How are you gonna be on TV and all that?
I mean, there's that. There's that. Oh, well, let's take a look at today's weather. That seems like it'd be important.
Yes, yes, let's do it. Um, yeah, man, it's nice out. I think it's nice, which is crazy, and it's just not consistent. Um, but here's our joke. Keep things lighthearted here. What is the worst type of weather to hire for a job?
No idea.
Lightning, because it's always on strike.
No, never, never hire lightning.
Don't ever. They're always gonna strike.
That's very true.
Throwing some knowledge in your brain. So let me throw some weather in there too.
Do it.
It's going to be high 60, low 37. Big gap there. The gaps don't make any sense to me. 3% chance of rain, 58% humidity. But it doesn't feel like bad humidity where I'm at. How about you, Chris? Does it feel?
No, it's feeling good outside.
Yeah, it's super crisp. If you were going to go, I don't know, practice for the Masters or try to qualify, today's the day. That's what I should. This is what the segment is really. It's me just telling the golfers, go out there. Your green light.
That's probably not untrue.
Yeah, I would actually be very flattered if I was anybody that was planning on golf checked here first.
They're
Like
already
going to go anywhere. Yeah, or go anywhere.
Well, I wasn't going to play golf today, but let me check Justin's forecast before I go.
Has anybody been on it? Mainstream Media TV's app?
Exactly. What's the weather going to be like? I don't know. Check Main Street.
They got
That's a good idea. It could work.
Good.
No severe weather today. That's good.
Yeah, man. And you see that sun poke behind that cloud? It's like, what's up?
Just kind of poking out.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like overbearing.
Let's see what the good weather has brought us in the fortune of traffic. Traffic is brought to you by 54, a Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website joinallofus.org/50forward. That's joinallofus.org/50forward. I don't think we reached that quite that far. Look at Lebanon. Looking.
Hey, what's up, lady? Just
small.
checking in on you.
And got some merging delays at 65 and 24 eastbound, and then the north or east end of the loop of the downtown loop has some slow moving traffic. Other than that, though, doesn't look like we've got a lot of merging delays. Doesn't look like we got a lot of anything going on. But as always, looks like we've got a stalled vehicle on the side of the road there, right before that exit to 24 and 40.
Is there a vehicle on the other side of it?
Is that? Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. What is that on the other side of the pole there? It does look like a vehicle.
Enhance.
Yeah, and this is where we need the FBI.
Right. Can someone get them?
Get them on the phone real quick. I don't know what that is, but there's definitely a vehicle on the road. I don't know, or on the side of the road. I don't know what's on the other side of it, but does look like there may be some onlookers delays.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess I've never really noticed telephone poles by interstates before.
Are they those? I'm pretty sure those are like street lights.
No,
like light poles.
No, I mean I don't know if what I said was right, but I just know that's not it.
Okay. Hey, we do have some stalled traffic on 24 eastbound heading to Chattanooga, just outside of Murfreesboro, just past that New Salem Highway exit. Yeah, if you don't get off on 231, expect to stop. So you can look down there in the Murfreesboro area, and it is not good. So
Am I nowhere near it? I'm nowhere near it, am I?
no, you know where Murfreesboro is?
Sometimes I feel like a monkey with a globe.
You just can't quite figure it out.
can't even, like
Go southeast.
South never eat soggy
No.
this
Southeast,
way.
other side. Nope, that's west.
Right. Well, that's west. You always wanna check out what's going on west, you know?
Yeah, just a little bit farther down, a little bit farther down.
Oh, look at
They
that.
see it?
Dark
There
red.
it is. Now, what's the problem here, folks?
Whoa.
They're stopped. I told you, stopped.
No kidding. This is like that barbecue commercial.
Make sure you get off of the interstate at 231. Just do it. Trust me.
OMG. Yeah, they're not moving, man.
Yeah, if you're going to Chattanooga today, find a different route.
Let's see if we can
Take the back roads.
Find the top of this thing.
I mean, seriously, find the back roads. Somewhere else, anywhere else.
Please, God.
Yeah, there's not anything. It's just road construction is all it is.
Oh, is it?
They're doing construction on the interstate there. So
gotcha. No, nobody, and these people didn't get the memo. See,
no.
This is what I'm talking about, man. Like, you see how these cars are just flowing?
Why would you not just detour people?
That's true. Well, I want to be able to hold up a sign, like when I'm passing by people that are going to be in traffic for a long time because I just saw it. For about 5 miles, and be like, you just need to figure something.
Like, get off.
Yeah.
The interstate.
Like whatever you had planned is just not going to do that today.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's your look at traffic. Hey, before we get out of here, a golf joke.
Nice.
The definition of a gimme in golf can best be defined as an agreement between two golfers, neither of whom can putt very well. Tell me I'm wrong. You're like 17 feet from the hole. That's a gimme.
Good.
We're good. All right, we're good.
Dude, I saw this tweet yesterday. Same thing. Kind of was like, so I golf a lot, and I've come to the realization or resolution for this year that I'm going to be a better putter. I'm not going to do that by working on my skills. I'm going to buy new putters.
100%. Yeah, it's definitely the putter's fault. That's nothing to do with the operator of the putter. 100%.
I'm not going to change personally at all.
You're going to get one that looks like a hockey stick.
Yeah, exactly.
Works really well. It works for Billy Madison. It'll work for you too. Anyway, let's take our first break of the day. We got our top 3 stories coming up here in just a few moments. So stick around here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll be right back after this.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd. The goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Don't miss a minute of the action this season. Visit NashvillePredators.com/tickets to get your seats today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets. And we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240.
When I made the decision to host the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night, Strike and Spare is where I turned. And what a wise decision that turned out to be. They have 5 locations in our area with family attractions. They're perfect for birthdays, groups and corporate outings, and holiday parties. For more info, it's simple. Go to strikeandspare.com.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Welcome back into this Wednesday edition of Mornings on Main Street. I had to think about that. It is Wednesday. It's the second day of the week for us, but it is Wednesday. Another short week here. Man. Yeah, I have to think about it these days. So maybe do you see this car over here on the right trying to get between the two vans, the Music City van? I mean, it's working really hard to try to get between those two vehicles.
Oh, I see it now.
It is struggling. But look at here. What a job well done. Now, that is a real driver right there.
Risky, too, because I'm sure they couldn't see.
Coming to the left. Yeah, that's what I mean, that's as risky as it gets.
I'm gonna have to do a zoom in on our maroon car guy. It looks like his front hood has been mangled a little bit. Is that?
Oh, it does.
Is that just a little illusion there?
It could be an illusion. It could be an illusion. But yeah, it does look like maybe it's been
tampered
with? Been hit a little bit.
Out of maybe frustration? Perhaps.
I don't know, man.
Look at this thing.
If you're the driver of that Cadillac, would you not come outside and like pull up behind the
bro? Oh, that would be so uncomfortable. One time I
just got random people walking across the street carrying bags of God knows what, and he just put something. Is that him? Is that his car?
I don't know. He's upset.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's his car.
He's like, how do you want me to get out of here?
Well, it's pretty easy to get out, but he's
getting in the side.
Okay, we're getting in the passenger side here.
Oh, don't do that. That's he's making a scene. One time though, dude, I was at a gas station, a Speedway, so it had mini pumps, and I was inside paying, and no other pumps were taken. You know, mine obviously was because I had my car out there, and this person pulls behind my pump behind me, like my car. I'm like, okay, so this is how people die. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know why he would choose that pump, and that's just what it was. He just wanted that pump. He never told me that. I just left, and then he just used the pump, and that was it. I didn't get killed or have to fight anybody off. So
thank goodness. There goes Cisco again.
But isn't that weird though?
Did you find Cisco's most popular song?
Yeah, but I refuse to tell you.
Just making sure you found it. I'm just making sure you found it.
No, I haven't found it. I haven't looked yet.
Okay, I'm really curious if he's gonna drive out of there.
Me too. Well, oh yeah, we got to finish this saga for sure.
Oh, there goes a quick exit. I mean, he's in the driver's seat, so like, because he's gonna have some issues here too, seeing unless he pulls like all the way up next to the Honda or the truck.
It almost feels like the truck doesn't want him to go until he's done.
It's like, hey man, maybe you just stay here.
Pretty alpha male park there.
All right, here we go. Okay.
Oh, we got a oncoming bogey.
Well, that car there made an illegal turn into the left-hand lane, but easily done. Well done. Well done.
And he kept his temper even keel. Not good for TV, but good for him.
Yeah. I don't think I want to see any disasters on television today.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We've had enough of that this week. We've had enough of that this week. So, anyway, Terry McCormick's going to join us later in the show. But right now, we need to get you to our top 3 stories. Our stories. Columbia State Community College's Prior Art Gallery will feature a family and sports event with the Art of the Buzz exhibit in conjunction with Chris LeMay's National Electric Football Game Museum in Spring Hill. The exhibit will be open to the public from January 9th until March 3rd. The National Electric Football Game Museum is a 501c3 nonprofit organization with the specific purpose of educating the public about the game of electric football. The exhibit will feature the works of Carrie Wu, a Season 3 Lego Masters contestant and Nashville photographer who has worked for Google and other clients creating 360 virtual tours. Ron Mango, an artist and solitaire coach from Murfreesboro, will also be featured. Mango began playing electric football at the age of 12 in 1977 with 3 teams, the Chiefs, Browns, and Packers. Since then, he's continued to play a solitaire league that is in its 87th season with all 32 teams. He completely hand paints all of his teams, the helmet logos, uniform stripes, and numerals. Also included is Eddie George's football uniform he wore during the last game as the Tennessee Oilers from the Pro Football Hall of Fame Museum in Canton, Ohio, and hand-painted electric football figure Heisman winners from Glenn Miso, project manager at EF Heisman Project in Charleston, South Carolina. The opening reception, which is free and open to the public, will be January 19th from 5 until 7 p.m. with featured artist Wu speaking about the Lego football stadium he built for the museum. There will be an artist demonstration by Mango highlighting the art involved in hand-painting the football figures. Children will have the opportunity to play electric football games. Participants in the tournament can create a team to play, and the winner will receive an electric football game from Tudor Games, as well as a custom trophy created by the National Electric Football Game Museum. The exhibit is free and open to the public. The Prior Art Gallery is in the Wayman Hickman building on the Columbia campus and located at 1665 Hampshire Pike, and it is open from 8 until 5, Monday through Friday. Now, have you ever played electric football?
Yes, I have. And at a wedding I went to recently, in the room where like groomsmen dress up, they had a hockey version of it, and it was so much fun, bro. Like so much fun.
Yeah, my dad had one when I was growing up, and I never learned exactly how to play it or what it like. I don't understand.
Well, now looking at this, that's a lot more figures. Like I'm talking about the one, like they drop the puck and it's like like you're like playing in the dome thing, and you're like it's kind of like football.
Yeah, no, this is not. You don't control these. You literally put them on the table, and it's metal, and then you click a button and it vibrates and it moves the players.
Oh, and like it moves, you win, or
like yeah. So basically, it moves the players, and then so one of them has the ball, and then when the defensive player tackles or stops the guy with the ball, then the play's over. You reset them.
Oh, and it's okay. So then I guess it's whoever wins the most play.
I mean, you score touchdowns. I mean, that's how it works. It's just like football, but that's how the players move. It's a vibration.
I thought we were talking about cricket. I'm sorry. I was getting mixed up.
But it is an interesting game. I've always been curious as to how it works.
Yeah, no, listen to me. I was like, yeah, I do it all the time.
No, but the hockey game, I know what you're talking about, and that is fun. But you can actually control those players.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you don't control anyone here, which is so weird. We have got a lot of logos on the screen.
I mean, I'm telling you. Oh yeah, we have so. Hey, y'all know where y'all are? Do you need another one? Okay, just let me know.
Sorry, there was just a lot. I was like, why are there so many
change them
on the screen? Anyway, let's move on to our second story. Part of military training is being equipped to go into chaotic situations and bring order. Friends, military comrades, and Elite Removal Inc. co-owners Michael Espejo and Tim Sarvis now bring that talent to their customers. The pair opened Elite Removal Incorporated in Chapmansboro, which is out in Cheatham County, which specializes in junk removal in September. though both had been doing that type of work for the last couple of years. Espejo and Sarvis met in the military. They became fast friends and shared many of life's milestones together, such as the birth of their respective children, deployments, and so on. As retirement from the military approached, Sarvis wanted the chance to be his own boss and call the shots. I've been told what to do all of my life being in the Army, so when I retired, I wanted to spend some time with my wife and daughter and tried a few things, wasn't satisfied, and I wanted to do my own thing, he said. Sarvis initially helped a friend with his junk removal business, but when that friend moved away, Sarvis and Espejo decided to start their own business together. One of the things both said was a highlight of starting the business was getting to work together. I get to spend all day with my best buddy, Espejo said. Love for their fellow man also helps fuel the services they provide for their clients. Many who require junk removal services are going through a rough time, either because a loved one has died or a home was wrecked in some kind of weather-related incident, or perhaps they have a family member who hoards, requiring the property to be cleaned out. Espejo and Sarvis like being able to help others who are feeling overwhelmed and don't know where to start to make the best of a bad situation. One of the people they've gotten to meet is Jeff Chance, owner of Crossroads Barbershop in Jolton. Chance said he's used them several times and has also referred family and friends to the business. Chase commented on the duo's professionalism and punctuality. When they're finished with each job I've hired them for, there's nothing left behind and it's cleaner than it was prior to the debris or materials being placed there. Punctuality is important to me and they deliver. They look professional, come prepared with all equipment necessary, and I guess basically the name speaks for itself. I consider them to be the elite when it comes to junk removal and demo, Chance said. Elite Removal offers junk removal, light demolition, bush hogging, trash outs, construction debris removal, and dumpster rentals. For more information about Elite Removal Incorporated, visit eliteremovalinc.com or call 629-271-5465 or 629-271-5466.
That could be us whenever we start our gas business.
This
man.
could be us, but we playing.
But we playing. No, I think that's a slippery slope from the junk business to our gas ideas. So
I'm still here for the gas idea. Just saying.
right. I just want to create a spark. not near the gas.
Not near the gas. No.
Which we would never do to our customers.
Hey, finally, the town of Smyrna on second reading unanimously passed a 4.5% cost of living increase for its 425 salaried employees, starting with the final pay period of 2022. Town manager Brian Hercules said that the approximately $650,000 cost of the raises will come from the budget's general fund, which has seen a higher than projected sales tax revenue. The December 22nd special call meeting to approve the raises was necessary because the employees' cost of living raises usually begin in July each year. Smyrna employees' merit pay considerations will take place in their normal time. One of the things they charged me with as town manager when they hired me was we need to make sure our employees are taken care of, Hercules said. We want them to be able to take care of their families and stay focused on their jobs. At the regular December meeting, Councilman Steve Sullivan said if the projections remain the same, the town's higher than budgeted sales tax revenue would by itself likely cover the 6 months earlier start of the pay increase. So how about that? Paying our folks early. That's what I like to see.
Good job.
Well done, Smyrna. Well done. Smyrna. But it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, those are your top 3 stories for the day. I'm looking forward to next week when I'm going to go check out that electric football game.
Yeah, I which I'm sure you know this, I expect a full report on how it works. And if it's fun, we may have to get one. They look expensive though. That's a lot of pieces.
I think there may in fact be a video story, much like we saw yesterday, come out of that next week.
Oh, a little tease.
Yeah.
So
looking forward to it. So yeah, come back on Monday and check it out. But looking forward to it. Now we have one more segment. We're hopeful to get Terry. If Terry doesn't come, that's fine. Not a big deal. We can talk a little Titans with him tomorrow. They're
still going to be really, really confusing by then too.
We'll see what happens. If not,
real quick, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you have what?
I was going to say the video. So Danico Autry, Jim White put out a video on Twitter of Danico Autry, and the caption was "Nico's got a pep in his step" or whatever.
I'm telling you,
within that video, at the end of it, Rashad Weaver gets hurt. simultaneously. Literally, like you get, and I said this is the epitome of being a Titans fan. Like one way you're looking, and it's like, oh my god, an impact player is almost at full strength. I can't believe it. Like, oh, what a good video. And then as you're about to put your phone away, you see Rashad Weaver in the background grabbing his ACL and falling to the ground.
Can't win for losing, can we?
No, I don't even know what's winning anymore. I really don't even know what's like.
Such is life, man. Such is the life of a Titans fan.
All right.
Anyway, let's take a break. When we come back, we will get you National Calendar Day and much more here on Mornings on Main Street. Stick around.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
I'm Bart Durham.
I was sworn in as a lawyer in 1963, and I've been working as a lawyer since then.
We're a firm that does exclusively personal injury, a lot of tractor-trailer crashes. Insurance companies will open up their checkbooks when you force them to.
We have systems that work.
We get the most money for our clients in the shortest amount of time.
I'm Blair Durham. My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
A man was critically injured following a crash early Friday morning. Officers at the scene said the victim was driving a pickup truck when he lost control of the vehicle. The pickup veered left and went into a ditch. A front seat passenger was wearing a seatbelt and escaped the crash without injury. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the truck. He died at the scene. Law enforcement writes tickets to save lives.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd. The goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Don't miss a minute of the action this season. Visit NashvillePredators.com/tickets to get your seats today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets. And we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
So, I got a DUI. Mom, Dad.
Why didn't you just call someone for a ride?
I wasn't thinking ahead. I didn't think I was gonna get caught. Yeah, my best friend Tim.
Still coming to my bachelor party next month?
This DUI cost me 10 grand, so no. Yeah, you, in the back.
Did you know I almost died when you hit me?
I didn't think this would affect so many people.
You think it was worth it?
No more questions.
Welcome back into Mornings on Main Street here. It is Main Street in the morning. Glad to be with you on this Wednesday edition. Wanted to take a look and show you guys a series that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has been putting out. Last month, they did a look into the crime of sextortion, and they've seen troubling increases in cases, especially over the last few months, and particularly impacting teens. So we wanted to show you that video this morning, and maybe this will help you avoid sextortion if you are a teenager or even an adult. And check for the signs. Maybe you've seen someone who has been a victim.
I'm sorry.
Sextortion, it may be a new word for some.
The only goal for the subject is just money.
But recently, TBI special agents have seen an exponential increase in the number of cases of sextortion that they see.
A lot of our victims, when they eventually do come to the police or report it to us, they've been paying for months, if not a year, and they've got to the point where they ran out of money and they're looking for help because this person has this information that they don't want to be released publicly, and they don't know where to turn now to make them not share it. And unfortunately, that's kind of out of their hands.
Sextortion combines sex and extortion. And it goes like this. It starts like a romance scam. Someone contacts the victim online wanting to be a friend, and the conversation quickly turns sexual in nature. The new romance partner asks the victim to send very personal, very revealing photos and videos.
You've lost that ability to control who sees that once you've sent it to one person. And they realize that when they've done it.
And once it's too late, the scammer already has the victim's contact list and ultimately threatens to send those images to the victim's friends and family unless they pay up a lot of money to not have the images released. They aren't idle threats either. TBI agents see it way too often after the damage has been done, even for teenage victims.
For prevention methods to people that haven't been a victim yet, if you don't create it and you don't share it, then they can't use it against you.
Sextortion scams can destroy lives, and they're on a concerning uptick, as seen by TBI special agents in the Cybercrime and Digital Evidence Unit. In these cases, criminals pose as a romantic partner, request an online friendship with the victim that soon leads to a request for intimate photos or videos, and then demand money to stop from sending the images to the victim's contacts. While some of these scams take place stateside, TBI agents have seen an increase in transnational organizations exploiting this vulnerability in human nature.
It's difficult to see, and I've seen also people that take the approach of, well, I'm not going to give you any money, and they instantly share that video with a close group of their friends, and then they say, okay, now I've shared it with your closest friends, the next group of people will be X.
Your best bet? Watch who you befriend online. As soon as the victim accepts their friendship, these scammers go to work, downloading the victim's contact list, scouring for profiles of who the victim seems to be closest with, and even watching to see who the victim contacts the most. When it's time, the scammer makes a costly demand: pay up or see the private photos go public. TBI agents and the victims they serve will tell you these criminals aren't bluffing.
Then they'd say, oh, well, this is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever had to go through, so I don't want to go through that again with another group of friends, so I am going to start paying. So sometimes it takes that proof that they will share it. We've come to the conclusion you can either leave the situation broke and embarrassed, or you can be embarrassed and still have money. So that's really the two options that you have.
There's a concerning trend in TBI's cybercrime unit. Sextortion of children continues to climb. And now teenage boys find themselves falling victim more often. Scammers, posing online as someone who wants them to be their friend, encourage these teens to send them very personal, very intimate photos and videos of themselves.
Imagine being 14 and your most vulnerable moment is out to all your friends, family.
Alrighty then. Imagine.
Enough of that.
It's heavy stuff here on Mornings on Main Street, but I thought it was really important when I saw it come across my Twitter feed a couple of days ago. I thought, man, this is an important story because I know it really is about a lot of teenagers, but let's be honest, millennials, Gen Z,
anybody with a phone that is on it all the time.
who, especially if you're looking for a romantic partner,
right?
You know, again, the easiest way to prevent sextortion is if you don't create it and don't share it, they can't use it against you.
Right.
And once it's out there on the internet, it's out there.
It's in the interweb.
Ever. It can be found. So
I had this is so relevant, and this is a very serious topic, but I had a strange dream the other night that I was at some McDonald's or something, and they said they had to look up an answer, and they binged it. Random.
Who uses Bing?
Yeah, exactly.
No one.
I was like upset about it. But,
yeah,
I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry.
But just be careful out there. Is all we're saying.
Yeah.
And we're here to look out for you on Mornings on Main Street.
We have cameras everywhere, as you saw.
I was
just on Broadway.
I was actually watching a TikTok this morning about, and I say TikTok because we're talking about internet issues. And TikTok is definitely the way to go.
Right.
They're definitely not spying on you.
I just assume everyone is now. But then again,
if you're social media, you're spying on us.
It's like I won't mention whose name, but someone I'm very close to. He just won't get his picture taken, and he won't have an Alexa and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm like, who at the FBI, whoever you think is listening, why would they listen? Like, don't you think they have other people to listen to? They're going to stop what they're doing.
I mean, are you doing something for them to? Are you saying things that they need to be listening to?
I guess that's the point for him, which makes sense. It's like they shouldn't care, or like I should be able to like not tell them anything. I guess.
Sure,
but I'm like Siri, bro. Siri, since we got Siri, she's been diming us out.
Siri's turned off on my phone, but mainly because my wife's name is Sarah, and if you say, "Hey, Sarah," Siri thinks you're talking to her.
Or if you say seriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm looking at my phone right now to see.
So waiting.
Yeah.
He just Googles Isley all the time.
Yeah.
and then
I don't run that problem too much. But
every time you say seriously, it brings up the Isley Brothers Shout parts 1 and 2.
And like if you're probably uttering seriously really loud, it's probably not a great whatever's happening in that time, that point in time.
This is not the time, Siri. It's not the time.
And they're like, what do you want me to call? Call somebody you don't like?
Send a message to who?
You want me to like whose Instagram picture from a while ago?
Yeah, from like 6 months ago, because you're definitely not stalking them.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. There are a lot of people out there who don't use cell phones for everything in the world. And
it's just a myth.
Well, there are some people, and I mean, don't get me wrong, blind people can use phones. I'm not saying they can't.
It's rare. It's not a good one. Never mind.
But I will tell you this: the OG way to communicate
facts
is Braille.
January 4th on the National Day calendar. Louis Braille was born on January 4th, 1809, in a small French village. While playing in his parents' saddle shop, he injured his eye, and by age 5, Louis was totally blind. He learned by listening, and the diligent student was enrolled in the National Institute for Blind Children in Paris. As fate would have it, a captain in Napoleon's army visited the school and taught the children night writing. This complex communication code used 12 dots, but young Louis believed he could make it more simple. By age 15, Louis Braille completed the 6-dot fingertip reading system with 64 characters in total. The code was adopted at Louis' school in 1824, but a new school director banned the Braille system in 1840, saying it would make sighted teachers obsolete. Thankfully, the world recognized the genius of Louis Braille, and by 1916, his system was used in American schools for the blind. On World Braille Day, we celebrate the far-reaching impact of a boy who saw things differently. I'm Marlo Anderson with the National Day Calendar. See you again tomorrow as we celebrate every day.
He said saw things differently.
I was going to say, I'm glad that he was able to prevail.
Well done. That was a good one. That was a good one. I didn't see that coming. Did not see that coming.
That whole time that clip was playing, is I gotta think of something that is like.
He's like, I gotta come up with a pun. I need a pun. Come on, give me a pun. Yeah. Say real quick. I don't know if you got your invitation, but just consider this your invitation.
Okay.
To the reunion party for self-checkout cashiers.
Love that, man. I love checking out. Like, I love them more than anything.
For more details, visit where'smydiscount.com.
my favorite part, and this is a little sadistic of me, Chris, I'm not gonna lie. I love it when there are people in line at the manned counters, but there's no one at the unmanned ones, like the self-checkout. And I like watching them have to wait and then me not. Is that messed up?
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was a certain store who uses those little lines that you see in the corner. That still even have manned checkout systems.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
who knew?
I order all my groceries off Amazon.
Let me tell you, there's an app out there, and I don't remember what. I don't remember exactly what.
Oh, we'll come up with a name.
I completely forgot what we were talking about. I literally just completely blanked out of nowhere.
It's we were talking about big grizzly bears.
Dude, I'm so serious. I have no idea where I was going with that.
I do that a lot. I do that.
Oh my goodness, that's never happened to me before.
Really? It's welcome.
That's
Hey,
what
welcome,
they'll
man.
say.
It's okay. Calm down. It's probably chronic.
I mean, I know we were talking about self-checkouts, but an
app?
No, I don't know.
Some sort of app.
Oh, yes. There's an app that it gives you food, like it gives you like options. And so you pick the recipe that you want. And then in the app, it tells you all the ingredients you need for that recipe. And you just check the ingredients that you don't have. And then it sends it to a grocery list. And then you can choose which grocery store you want to use. So like you can send it to Kroger or Walmart or Publix or whatever, and then just go pick the groceries up, or you can have them delivered. And so like you can pick 7, your all 7 days of meals, and you don't go to the grocery store and not have to think, what do I need? What do I need? So all of those things.
Make your own list.
Yeah,
No,
it makes the list for you of all the ingredients that you need with the the number of sizes. So anyway, it's pretty cool.
I would just have to tell them defer to me not having anything. Just
I have nothing. Send it all.
Yeah,
delivered to the house. We got to get out of here, man.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
11 o'clock. We'll see you later.
All right, see you.